everybody out there on YouTube, this is your man Hastags dropping some hot frogga on this mic. Today we're going to be talking about Multiversus. This video is going to be a bit off the dome, so sorry if I misspeak or anything like that. But with the Multiversus closed alpha coming out, I really wanted to talk about it, especially since one of your homeboys, Eternal Oblivion 96, check out his channel in the description, sent your boy a code. So I've been able to stream it and play it over the past few days, and I have some opinions on the game. First of all, I want to say I really like the game. It has surpassed my expectations in basically every way imaginable, mostly because I was worried that this was going to be some cheap cash grab like Nick All-Stars Brawl, but it wound up not being that, so I'm really happy. But also because there are some interesting gameplay mechanics, and it takes the platform fighter formula or the Smash formula and turns it on its head a little bit. So what do I mean by that? So first of all, the game is extremely team-based, which is not common for a lot of these platform fighters. Well, yes, usually there is a teams mode or a doubles mode. It's always relegated, I guess, as the second most important mode, whereas Multiverse puts it right at the forefront of gameplay. On top of that, Multiversus has like this focus on perks and character toolkit that the other games don't have. Like buffs and debuffs are a really big deal. Things like frozen, burn, and even getting turned into a chicken are things you have to watch out for. And while these are all things outside of getting turned into a chicken that exist in Smash, it's not nearly as heavy as a focus and not nearly something that you typically worry about when playing. Whereas here, I focus on characters that can freeze me or characters that can burn me and worry about how I traverse the stage. On top of that, I think this game is really easy to get into because it has like low lag and low hit stun, so gameplay is really fast. On top of that, the game is really floaty, so it's really easy to maneuver across the stage and across the screen, which I do like. I think this notion that floaty games are inherently bad needs to be, done with, because this game is probably the floatiest platform fighter I've played, and it's one of the best in the current state it's in based off its alpha. And that's kind of insane to say. And then on top of that, they got a lot of fan favorites in here. I think the base roster is actually pretty strong, and in overall balance, I think specifically in teams, it doesn't really matter what character you play because you can strategize around the characters that both people are playing. Yes, there are characters that are obviously better than others, and I'm going to talk about a few problem characters that I have with this game. But otherwise, in doubles specifically, I don't ever feel like any character is like useless because all of the characters' moves in the game are really built around being useful in some form or capacity for you to use with another player. Like say for instance, Batman is considered, I think, universally the worst character in the game right now, mostly because of how much work you have to put in solos. But in duos, he's pretty solid because he allows you to essentially make your teammate invisible at times and slow down the opponent, especially on smaller stages. It's just that I find things like that really interesting. It's why I gravitate so much towards games like Smash Ultimate, where while yes, there is a tier list, and while yes, there are characters that suck, the more balanced the game is, the more I tend to enjoy it. I don't ever feel like I'm getting hit by BS. But that's not necessarily the case with solos in this game. But before we head on, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, help a brother out. It helps the channel a million. And now we're going to talk about some of the things that I think need to be fixed. First of all, I think there needs to be a better stage selection. Hopefully this isn't the stage selection that's going to come out at launch. Well, I like Wonder Woman's stage and the training stage. That's just about it. The Tree Fort is honestly one of the least enjoyable stages I've had the pleasure of playing in any platform fighter. It's just not fun. The two things on the side make it really annoying. Batman's stage can be fun sometimes, but it's only ever when you're up and never when you're down in the match. Especially when the gas starts coming up or the bats come out from the side of the stage. It's just really annoying to try to play around that. And I get it, hazards in this game are less so like traditional Smash hazards where you just explode off the stage because of a hazard on stage. But still, it's pretty annoying when I die because I can't see myself because they decided, oh, we're gonna put up smoke screens in the middle of the stage. Or, oh, we're gonna put these two little things on the side that are breakable but also launch you back towards your opponent to make you combo food on the stage. Especially in a game like this that kind of encourages mashing because, like I said earlier, low in lag, low hit stun. So while yes, you can technically get out of things easily, you can just as easily get comboed, especially against faster characters. Another thing I'd like to see is just like characters, like specifically just really Dog needs to be super nerfed. That character just needs to be fixed. It's not fun playing against that character. Like, I'm fine with characters that camp, but I can't deal with a character that just really makes the game unfun to play. Like, Dog is just not fun to play against. He's like a character that's obviously better than the rest of the cast in a detrimental way. So much so that anytime I go online and I'm playing people online and they get upset, it's very obvious that they get upset by the match before it because maybe I two-stock them or something. They just go to Dog. Like, that character is actually just not fun to fight. And it's the cop-out, oh, you beat me? Well, I'm not gonna let you take my rank type of character. But honestly, those are the only gripes I have with the game. The game's a bit mashy, which I'm fine with, honestly. I can deal with that. The stage design isn't necessarily the greatest on the planet, and there's some solo balancing issues with characters specifically like Dog, or even characters like Finn and Taz, which I feel, especially Finn, he can just walk forward and charge moves. There needs to be something that he like, something needs to give, you know what I mean? And Taz, he just eats through any type of armor that exists. Otherwise, I'm really excited for when other people get their hands on this game, because I like the gameplay, I like the art style, and I like the perks and how they work with your combat and how they can change your character and your gameplay style. None of them feel too overpowered, and none of them feel like it ruins the experience for the other player when you use them. Even when you're low leveled and have no perks, I fought people with perks and I never felt like I was at an inherent disadvantage. And you get the perks relatively quickly, so it's never something I feel like you have to worry about having on your character. But I don't know, how you feel about Multiversus if you played it, and are you excited to play Multiversus? I'd like to know in that comment section down below. This is me, man, Hastags. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Share this video out with your friends. Remember, Hot for Aga turns to Cold Blizzaga. Make sure you check out some of my other videos. Follow your boy on Twitter and TikTok. You can join the Discord. Link is always in the description down below. Also, I'll be having a Sonic Frontiers video this week, so look out for that. Peace. Have a good one.